Hey YouTube, coming at you with the Great League team, which is my last one from 2 weeks ago. So Scizor, Drapion, Gastrodon doesn't need much explaining. Scizor is double weak to fire. Drapion is just a swap with Aqua Tail for some fires, and Gastrodon is the ground. Talonflame is a little bit of an issue because it's a flyer which double resists ground, so it's a little trickier with Gastrodon, but otherwise Gastrodon handles most of the fires, so it's just a very balanced team. Obviously I've showcased Scizor. I don't normally do this. I usually try to like switch it up. I'm finding it one of the strongest Pokemon, and I'm trying to run with the team right now that has Scizor as well. So it's just one of those things like, sorry. Anyways, let's take a look at the battles. Dusclops lead here. Dusclops lead. The only thing that outpaces you to the 10 here is Dusclops, which goes very quickly. So you are actually, even though hitting super effective with the Night Slash, is because you're so glassy and because Dusclops is so bulky and because it just outspams you, you're going to lose this matchup. But they're playing it a bit weird. They are committing 2 shields here and allowing me to just chip a ton of damage here. Go into the Drapion, knowing that the Shadow Punch is resisted. They just have to throw, oh, okay, Poltergeist, interesting. So that is a lot of damage. It is resisted. And I'll take it out. I have 2 shields, and it's a Guzzlord in the back. So, yeah, Gastrodon's in neutral. And what's there? Wiggly. So, yeah, right away, I got to try and save Gastrodon to chip as much as I can on these 2 Pokemon. So no matter what the Wiggly throws here, it's an instant shield. And then I think I try to get to an Earth Power just because Body Slam is such a bad move. So get to the Earth Power, shield this one up. And then I think I probably instant swap after I land this Earth Power, quite honestly. Just because Drapion with Crunch, even though it's resisted, still chips, right? It's Shadow Crunch. I've kind of gone over how strong it is. So that Earth Power lands, does a lot of damage, and now this Crunch will take out the rest. Scizor into Talonflame. Okay, here we go. Terrible lead. Drapion's just safe swap. The best thing about Drapion is if they go for 2 Incinerates, which they will, like why wouldn't they? You're going to outpace because it's 1 turn to come in and it's only 8 to an Aqua Tail, so you get it in 9. So it's huge that you are able to do that. They didn't get out right away. They let it go. That's fine. Eventually a Flame Charge, so unfortunate. They did grab a shield. Azumarill's coming in, just going to absorb, knowing that I would say 90% of Drapion's run with Aqua Tail Crunch, and both of those are resisted on the Azumarill, so that's okay. Poison Sting's still super effective. I'm just going to try and chip as much as I can here. They threw pretty early, considering I have no charge moves for them. So I can probably get a little bit of energy here. I'm going to throw Night Slash right before they take me out, just because even though it's Ice Beam and Play Rough are resisted, I'd rather not take that. Oh, crap. What am I going to do here? How low is the Talonflame? I did land a move. Am I just going to stay in? Yeah. I would have 9 times out of 10 never stayed in that matchup. But getting that double attack boost and having them so low, I know they basically would have taken me out there. Almost took me out there. But as you're seeing there, Resistible Punch took it out. Now getting 2 double boosted Night Slashes off on the Quagsire. Not that I need it with Gastrodon in the back, but just... Again, that's probably like the only scenario I would ever save a Scizor. It was right there. Okay. Marowak, I'm throwing here on 10 right away because 1, I'm a Shadow and they're a Shadow, so I don't even think there's a point of baiting. And 2, if you go to the Trailblaze, they're going to get the first Bone Club off before, which then you're a shield behind immediately. So decided to just throw a Night Slash, grab both shields. Gastrodon's going to have to eat this because Drapion would take super effective. I'd be surprised if I don't shield 1. Yeah. Again, you just don't know what's in the back yet, even though they have a ground in the front, so they probably don't have a second in the back. You just don't know what's in the back yet, so you want to kind of use your shields a little bit here. Because I'm already on Earth Power, just going to throw this here so that it's hopefully in Poison Sting range, probably instant swap. And no, I'm going to... okay, holding off. Bastiodon eventually comes out in the back. I used Bastion team earlier. I mean, I've used it way earlier, but I showcased that earlier this yesterday. Yeah, I showcased it yesterday. Why? There's a lot of fires. It has a lot of play, right? But Drapion, the Aqua Tail spam is super effective and it is spammy. So take it down to the yellow. I assume I let this go and just come and slap down and get energy. And they come in with their Wiggly. I have to shield. And do take them out. Can I get to a move? Nope. Yep. Stone rock throw. No, smackdown. Just resistant on the ground. It's a Bastiodon. Do get to the earth power. Do take it out for a tight win. Another Talonflame lead. And this is why I kind of built the Bastiodon team. Oh, and Greninja save swap is kind of tough, but we'll see how much I can spam here. Yeah, this is why I built the Bastiodon team. There's just a lot of fires right now. I do have another, like I said, the team I'm running with is a team I actually used in Ultra League. And it worked very well in Ultra League. And I'm like, you know what? All three of these Pokemon have play in Great League as well. Let's test it. So I'm doing pretty good with that so far. I hope to showcase that either Friday or if I want to hold it back, maybe sometime next week, depending on how well I run with it. Probably in the next, like yesterday and today. I do flip switch. Allowing me to get to the Aqua Tail and the Talonflame because it just came back in. And they let me get to another one here. There's like a little mosquito flying around on me. Go away. Okay. Sorry. Get to another Aqua Tail. What the heck is happening? I turn away for 4 seconds to take out a mosquito, and I have just taken out the Talonflame. In the process, instant swap into the Gastrodon. Unless this is a close combat, which I even may live. It's not a close combat, which means that I will get to a move. Yeah, they basically have no option but to throw the close combat. Rage Fist is not going to take out. I'm going to get to a move. You don't have a shield. So goodbye, Annihilape. So getting out of a couple Talonflame leads. Quagsire, kind of another tricky one. Just because they're going to spam quick 2. And the Aqua Tails or Mud Bombs will take me to the yellow or red, which is why I have to shield early. I'm going for the bait here. I'm hoping that they shield and then maybe get like another Night Slash off just to chip. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I just don't really have a choice. I'm just going to get out spammed here. So if I try to go Trailblaze. So they know it's just a Night Slash. But again, I don't really have an option. Here comes a Mud Bomb. Basically takes me out. Bullet Punch is resisted, so that kind of sucks. Gotta come Gastrodon. They're going to get to a move, which will chip. And I will come out with energy, so unless it's a flyer or a grass. Yeah. And Drapion, you're going to have to try and sweep here. Unfortunately, they have a grass, which makes Gastrodon essentially useless. Interesting. They do let a move go. I know I can take one move for sure. I'm going straight for the crunch, even though it's probably an Aqua Tail range. Oh, it do land the crunch, which is kind of interesting that they would allow me to get a Pokemon that resists grass on and has a super effective poison sting. They do shield. I'm going to shield back, try to get to another crunch. But even if I don't, I think just putting it into like the maybe yellow here. Oh, and I do outpace it. Holy smokes, Drapion. Yeah, so much for that crunch debuff, right? Plays exactly the same as you would always want it. It's super, super spammy. Okay, mirror match. I hate the mirror matches only because I have a 0 attack Scizor, so I do win them sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, as you're seeing here, I lose. And if you let the Night Slash go, they can essentially shield and just farm down with ease. So take it to the ones, I guess, and then maybe try, or get the attack boost. That's a potential con here. And I still throw because they didn't throw. Why would I throw when I know I lose CMP? Okay, kind of weird. Azumarill. You can see I'm thinking. I think Gastrodon is safer. Am I gonna try and catch here? Yeah, I can see this play coming, and you just give up switch for no reason. I could like see my thought process just on the hesitation there. And now I get hit with a bullet seed Cordilli because of it. Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay. Don't do that. I can tell my thought process even in the moment just by the hesitation. I'm just like, Poison Stings are super effective. Drapion with energy is deadly, but Crunch and Aqua Tail are resisted. So I'll just come in, super effective Poison Sting, and catch on the Gastrodon. And then I did that, and all that worked out well. But then you have, again, I mentioned this so many times. One of your win cons is switch, and to just give it up willingly like that is very dumb. So I gave it up willingly and got hit with a bullet seed Cordilli on my Mudboy. So not where you want to be. And with that, I will lose, deservingly lose this matchup. Pangoro. Kind of a weird one. What am I going to do here? I have to... okay, I know that's Night Slash because they went only 4, and I'm still shielding up. It's still Pangoro, and I'm still Shadow Scizor, so I know everything hurts. Okay, I'm just going to go 2v1 shield here. Basically, know you're getting a shield back on this Trailblaze. If they shield... oh, they don't shield. If they don't, that's fine too. Looks like a Bullet Seed... not Bullet Seed. Fury Cutter Gliscopod, which is resisted. And I get to the Night Slash, and they let this go, and then they give up switch into Corviknight. I'm still got a at least one attack raise here, so maybe I just stay in this matchup. Yeah, I'm going Gastrodon for 2 reasons. 1, Sand Attack is super effective on Drapion, and 2, Gastrodon's ground is resisted by the bug of Gliscopod. So it's essentially useless here. So I think even the single resisted ground moves here and just saving Drapion is more valuable than bringing in Drapion into this matchup. I could have potentially stayed in with Scizor a little longer and got to like another Night Slash potentially. Finally just getting in here while the moves are super effective, throwing immediately, trying to get this out of here. I know Gliscopod has energy and they just shield. What am I going to do? I can live a move, and I'm going to let this go. I'm instant swapping, assuming they're going to instant swap, and they don't instant swap, and they stay and try to farm me down. They do not get the farm down. I have energy, so they get out of there. Jellicent, you are, again, a weird one. Typhlosion comes in. Oh, crap. So that Typhlosion did register. As you can, I don't know if you can see it when it comes out there, but my Scizor has like a 2 HP left. But I do keep switch, which is big because usually when you see that safe swap Typhlosion, usually, not always, there's probably a second fire. That's my team. I'm seeing it a lot. I don't know. This is a weird one. The double fire is what I hit Legend with last season. I'm seeing double fire a lot this season. And I know I'm not like a small YouTuber anymore. I'm not a big YouTuber. Okay, it's Dedenne, so it doesn't matter for this one. But even today, I ran into a double fire. A double fire, which I did not flip switch. So I had Scizor lead. No, yeah, I lost switch. So I had Scizor lead. They say swap Typhlosion. And I came in with a Jellicent. And I think I lost lead with the Thunder Punches or something happened. And I lost alignment. I'm like, I know it's probably a double fire team. And I'm like, is this a double fire team that other people are just putting 2 and 2 together? That fire is stronger this season because of all the steel and bug buffs? Or is it truly because I hit Legend last season with it and I've showcased it double fire multiple times on this channel, and I've even showcased double fire Ultra League team this season? And I don't know which one it is. It's very weird to kind of guess your reach on these things. Anyways, go down there. Tinkaton lead into Marowak. Let's see if I... okay. I am staying. I'm probably going to shield and grab this. Yeah. Shielding, trying to grab the second shield. Honestly, I'm trying to win this switch. I'm praying they let this go because I want to align Gastrodon on the Tink. And they do. That's huge. And I get the attack rise, but it's going to get like 2 moves in here. Still, nice chip. but alignment is huge here. Super effective. Mud slaps. Throwing quickly, maybe just trying to... Maybe they have play rough? Oh, they already had a play rough. That does a lot of damage, actually. And they try to catch on a Typhlosion, and... I don't know if they're trying to catch or just don't want to get farmed down. They let the move go. How much energy left? How much health is left on the Tink? Why would they let that go? Yeah, this thing is already in the deep yellow, and now I'm loaded with energy. So here comes a move. I'm going to instant swap, just knowing that I can just Aqua Tail in 8 here. So one play rough won't take me out. They're going to need multiple moves. They're not going to get that before I outspam them. Yeah, I think their Pokemon was too low to let that go, quite honestly. Annihilape. Annihilape is always, I find, a tricky one because it has... The counters are doing damage. Yes, counter got nerfed, but it is doing damage. It's still pretty... Because I think it was the energy that got nerfed, not the damage, right? So I think the damage is the same, but the energy was decreased. So the damage is still there, but it's also a sort of bulky one. Not super bulky, but like bulkier than most of the fighters you've seen outside of Medi. But like when you're used to like Machamps and you're used to Primeapes, Annihilape feels like it's got some bulk. I always find I have trouble with it. Because it's weak to Ghost, but then you have an answer to Ghost. Flyers, I guess, are the best answer to it. Or fairies, but not a lot of pure not a lot of fairies that cause it, that are relevant in the meta right now, in my opinion. Okay, sorry. Back on track here. Bank all that energy on Gastrodon. Sniped with Drapion. Out comes their own Drapion. So I know I have energy. I know I have energy on Gastrodon. We're in a weird one here because it's probably 2 Aqua Tails on my end don't take out, but 2 Aqua Tails on their end do take out because they would chip me earlier. So this for sure will not take out. Snipe. No, they try to get out, and I do end up sniping the Claydol with the Body Slam. And I have Body Slam left over. Not quite, but I get the Mud Slap down. That's a weird one. What the heck happened there? I think something happened with the game there. I don't think moves registering there and stuff like that. I don't think it worked out. I will say, you didn't see it here because this was 2 weeks ago, but you are going to see it a lot in the videos coming up about just like, kind of like went on the switch in to get rid of the one turn lag, just kind of moving your app up and then getting back on it. I do that all the time now, and I'd say not every single time, but I'd say like 8 out of 10 times I don't get the one turn lag when you do that. So I don't do it when there's only 1 Pokemon left. Like if there's 1 Pokemon left, I'll just take the 1 turn lag. But if there's 2 Pokemon left, I find it very easy to do. So I do it with the 2 turn. So with 2 Pokemon left, I do that to not get the 1 turn lag anymore, and it works like 8 out of 10 times at this point. So definitely test it out to avoid the 1 turn lag. Anyways, that is it. Let me just make sure I have my dates here. I'm pretty sure this afternoon we are going to get the event coverage for the Play Pokemon Championship. Yeah. Yesterday was Bastiodon Sableye. This morning is Gastrodon. This afternoon is Play Pokemon Go Championship event. Very, very GBL, obviously focused event. Good one to get a lot of meta relevant Pokemon. In fact, when you go to the video, it's like, here are all the things. Here's the ranking. 5, 3, 9, 15. Like there's a lot in the top 20 that are in the wild, or at least raids, wilds, or tasks for this event. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. And then we'll cover some more Great League this week. I'm probably only going to do 1 video. I've obviously cut down to 1 video Saturday, Sunday. I'm only going to do 1 on Friday, mostly because the Play Pokemon Championship starts on Friday. And Friday is always like lower Friday afternoon. Not as many people watch YouTube videos anyways. So between between three things. One, people don't watch as many videos Friday afternoon anyways. Two, the Play Pokemon Championship starting on Friday. And three, I'm driving home to Hamilton on Saturday. So I'm trying to pump out a bunch of videos so I can at least give myself a little bit of a buffer. I'll do videos when I'm there, but probably not as many, and give myself a little bit of a buffer. We'll probably only do one video for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll see about Monday. I think I'm back on Tuesday. I know, actually, I know there's an event coming up too. There's a couple events in the next couple weeks that I can cover too. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.